Hello, hello, everybody. This is what we are going to be building today. I am hearing an echo. Give me 1 second here. Let's mute this. Okie dokie. That will be much better. Um, so this is what I'm going to be building. Let me go ahead and just do this first. Let me go ahead and do what I do every show. Let me go over to my Twitch and make sure my emote only is off there. So let's do this and this. And I need to change the category from just chatting to makers and crafting. So that's done there. Come on, leave so I can save it. Okay, that we have emote only off. That is done. So that all looks good over on the Twitch side. Let me check here and make sure we're actually out there. And hooray, we are. Then we're going to go over to YouTube. Let's go to here and let's share. Let's like it first, and then let's share to, the Twixverse and the Threadosphere. I am live. Type in my Twitch real quick. There we go. Let's copy this so that I don't have to retype the whole thing when I post it in Threads. All the joys of all the stuff you have to do. And then let me go to Threads here. And let's post that like so. Okay, so it looks like we have all of that done. Let me close that and go to over here. And it all looks really good. So we are ready for our stream. So let's see. We have first Stunning and Brave Megatron. Hello, are you too? Mangadong. Hello to you. And we have over on Twitch Stream Bot and Bot and Stream Elements. Thank you so much for watching out over there. Bucky says, how perfect timing. I just finished a documentary I was watching, LOL. Yay! And Stunning is making dinos. How cool is that? I think is that for your the one Transformer diorama? Dinorama. Sorry. And Sci-Fi says hello at Mrs. Stunning and Bucky. Hello. I'm so glad you are here. So we're going to go ahead and get started on this build. Let me do this. What do we this? No, not that. We need to do that. This is what we need to do. And let's stop the camera. There we go. This is what we're building today. It is a Yoda figure. I'm sure they don't call it Yoda. I wish I could read what it says because it has it. Oh, this is what it does. It has it helps promote concentrated energy and attention, the ability of organization, self-confidence and self-esteem, and social development. Very cool. I wish I knew what age they said this was good for. It doesn't say. Well, wait, not for 0 to 3. So I guess 4-year-olds can do this build. So parental guidance, I believe that means when your kid is doing it, because they could swallow the pieces and that's not good. So we're going to be doing Yoda. And these are the pieces. They're different bricks. They're called magic bricks. And if you can kind of, let me hold it like that. It's got the little crevices in it. And as you can tell, you're going to slide them in like this. You slide them in like that. Well, I say like that. Like this. And then you make your layer and then you work up. So it's a little it's different. And not very many colors. There's some beige, white, green, and black. That's about it. And then as you build them, then you can stick them on like that, or depending on whatever it says. So I did a practice one of these because I really wasn't sure how they would work. And it at first looks easy, and they are easy, but you got to be meticulous that you don't slide them to the wrong level because they do slide. I mean, it's what they do. No, they're not magic dicks. They're magic bricks. Stop it, stunning. Um, oh, you're playing the Jurassic World game. Oh, very cool. Well, I took and I scanned this document. It's not a PDF you can find online. So we're going to go ahead and start. We're going to make it, I assume, Yoda's feet. So we're going to make a 2x6 section. I have a couple more of these to build. Let me go ahead and make this live. I'm kind of trying to follow my Twitch in case anybody, well, that's not the right one. Let's go live. Nope, that's not it either. It's being a butt. Oh, I don't know. I give up. Let's do that. No, I don't want to switch to creator mode. I just want to look at my channel and get the live stream. Is it that difficult to do? Apparently it is. There we go. Okay. So now we're going to make 2 of these that are 2x6. And you just kind of slide them on. What's really neat about this is that they're all the same brick. They're just different colors. So there's a 2x6. It's kind of like we make our own bricks. Hello, Max. Thank you for coming by. Hello, goodbye. And thank you for dropping a like. I really appreciate that. Thank you for coming to the chat this morning. That was really fun. Yes, and Buggy tells stunning. Just because your mind is in the gutter doesn't mean everyone is stunning. LOL. One track mind. And Mac Rosen, he said, hi. Number 2, Lucy Van Pelt says, you're a blockhead. And number 3, au revoir. Have a good build. Thank you so much. Yes, we are blockheads. So I'm making 2 of these 2x3s. And then it has me do a 2x4, 2x4s of green, like so. Was working a couple nights ago, and Dadman wasn't here, and I'm sitting, and my back is to the living room, and I'm just sitting there, and something fell, and there was nothing that I thought was precarious. Scared the bejeebers out of me. So I don't know if someone was saying hello to me or if I just had something precarious. But it was not, it made me a little nervous. So we're making 2 of these. Like that. And then we're going to do that top level that has a bunch of whites. So we start off, I'm going to start off with the row of the 5 whites. Maybe. After a while, after a while, your fingers get, they get fumbly, I've noticed. Have you guys ever drank water and then it kind of gives you an upset stomach? Sometimes I really enjoy drinking water, but then sometimes it gives me heartburn. I don't know if it's because I drink too much water or what. I don't really know. So we're going to go into make a row of 5 of these. Sometimes I put them here on the ground and try to do them like that. Yeah, that sounded really naughty. I'm sure Stunning will run with that comment. I've really tried to refrain from saying you slide the bricks in because I know that that will just be fodder for stuff. Now I'm doing the second row, which is 1 black and then 2 of the white. And then the next one will be 1 black and 2 of the 3. You could do these obviously multiple ways, however it makes you happy um, to assemble them. This one's being a little ornery. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this one off and we're just going to put these 2 together first. Is this come on. Sometimes the blocks they don't work. There we go. Just have to finesse it a little bit. Then we're going to put this onto here. Like that. Then this next one is going to have a black one that goes here. And then 4 white ones. Have a Bucky, I don't remember what I said. Oh, the water? Yes, I forgot I even asked the question. I'm so ditzy. Um, yes, and I hate it because I really want to stay hydrated. Um, and I don't know if I just drink too much. I mean, I know you can actually drink too much and it messes up your body. I don't drink that much, but enough just maybe it's my body saying, okay, we need to stop. You've had enough water. Because I sometimes, we sometimes buy bottled water and, I have a Berkey, but I don't know why we buy bottled water because we do. Um, I also have a water filter thing, but buy the water and then I'll keep the, could like for a day. I don't do them a lot because they do get funny tasting, but I'll just take a water bottle because it's easier for me when I'm streaming and I fill up about 3 of them. And during a stream, I can drink 3 bottles of water easy. And then I'll drink another 3 afterwards. So each one of those is 8 ounces and 16. I don't know how many 32, 48. Was that 48 ounces? I don't know how much you're supposed to have um, in a day. So and Stunning says he can't comment because he's busy with dinos. I believe that's what he's saying. To count myself lucky. So as you can see, we are building these in layers, and then we'll put the layers together which is a little different than Legos. This is going to be ornery. Trying to coordinate two sides and get the angles just right. Sometimes you got to finesse it a little bit and just I kind of hold it and then just work the areas that to get it to secure in properly. So we are on the fifth row now, sixth row now. And so, whoops. So this will be with 2 whites, and then we'll do the 5 whites again. I had thought about one time doing all the builds at once. I just thought that would be kind of neat, and then put them together. But sometimes the pictures are confusing. Because if you look at picture 2, the dark gray, well, I could probably do it. The dark grays at the bottom are the ones that have already been done, like the shaded out ones. Which I appreciate it being done because it can get confusing. So we're on our last row here of the last layer. We have to put 5 of these white in. It's so different not to say, a 1 by 2 or a 2 by 2. They're all the same. I just think these are kind of fun. It's a different. Hello, Miss Martin Muses. How are you doing? We are building a Yoda today, but these bricks they're not a Lego brick or even a Lego style brick. They're called magic bricks. And they look like this. And what you do is they slide on and you make each row and then you put the rows together. So it's a very interesting concept. I already did one off stream to get the feel of it. And I'm kind of gotten used to putting them together. Okay, so we have step 1, we have all 3 pieces. So we're going to put this piece here and this piece here according to the directions. And then it's going to go here and it's going to go like, come on, like annoying. Like so. You have to be careful because I don't know if you noticed, see, I made those uneven. So I have to you have to make sure that you don't mess it up because it can mess up later on if they're not done. And see, they secure really well. So there's the first 3 levels of this. They're really it kind of gets very zen-y when you do them. Okay, I'm going to start with section 2. You see there's the grayed out areas. I'm going to start with the bottom that has the 1, and then we're going to put 3 across it. So we have 1. Come on. I have actually seen some of these that are bigger builds, and I have put on my wish list. One of them was attempted to be bought for me, but then it was not available, and so they got their money back. But I really, really do want to try to build a bigger version with these kind of bricks that slide on like this. I think I had Mario and a Luigi, and I don't know if they had other ones, but they just looked really, really interesting. Okay, I think there's 3 blacks that go here. So that's 1. This is the bottom right part of the bottom layer on section 2. These have multiple layers on each section, which sometimes I find annoying, but with this, it doesn't, because you actually are doing them in layers, and it's not too confusing. So here we are with that so far. I'm going to go up this way and work around. So we have a single, like that. Then we're going to do 3 that go this way. 1, 2, and get all of these kind of where they need to go, and hopefully we can get this where it needs to be. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take this one off. I'm going to put these 2 together, and then I think it might be easier, instead of trying to do 2 sides that are close to each other. I'm going to take, and then we can work it this way. I think it'll be a little easier. We can get this one on this end here, kind of going, and then we can get this end here, and there we go. And so far, that's what we have. And then we're going to do a 3 across here off the top. Actually, we're going to start building on this side, because I think we'll do those 3 on the top at the end. So we have, come on, don't be ornery. Hello, your Muslim Malka. How are you doing today? Um, let's see. We have, I said hello to Miss Martin Muses. You're throwing the dinos in Arizona in your Jurassic World game. Bucky says we buy bottled water because we've gotten boil notices a few times that have basically said, by the way, you should have been boiling your water this past month. Yeah, that's ridiculous. I do have a filter that's supposed to filter everything out, or most of the stuff out. And it does. I don't like our water. It's very chlorinated. I was raised on good well water. And so I'm very spoiled. My husband was raised on city water, so this does not bother him at all. So we bought a Berkey filter, which is like a, I don't know what it is. It's not charcoal. It's a big car. I don't know what it is. I used to remember, but they're big cylinders, and they filter through that, and the water is absolutely delicious. The problem is I forget to fill it in the evening, and it does take time to filter. I mean, it's not an instant, you've got water. So it's like a gravity filter. I'm trying to get this piece in, and it's being a little ornery. So when it's like that, we just stop and we try again. Somehow I'm not getting the line up right. So so we have that, but I do forget to fill it in the evening. So I run out of water, especially when I'm drinking as much as I am at times. This is being very, I don't know if there's something wrong with that piece. Um, so yes, let's see. We have some hellos and hellos. I got new earbuds because wearing headphones all the time was getting uncomfortable, and I thought the pink ones would be really cute. The shade of pink they are made them look like hearing aids. Oh, that's so funny. Yes, the headphones, I am using my, web mic today. I'm trying this piece should come on. What am I doing wrong? This might be there we go. I knew I could get it. So here we're working on the bottom layer. I've tried headphones. I've tried earbuds. Um, and if I'm, like I said, if I'm not talking to anybody, I can do this, and this helps a lot. If I'm talking to somebody, then I would absolutely um I use headphones. Okay, we have this piece. Now this looks like it's supposed to go right like that. So we're going to carefully push this in. And like I say, you have to make sure you don't, especially the ones on the outside, push them down because I could push this and it could move down and then mess up. So you just got to kind of make sure everything stays the level it's supposed to be. And there we have that level. Now we're on the second part, which is a bunch of the white ones. We're making his little robe right now. So we have 3. I just need to be able to alternate between headphones and earbuds. I have I move too much for a stationary mic to work for me. I agree. Yes. Because I'm have to sit here and build, this web mic works perfectly. Um, if yes, if I'm moving around, then the microphone does. I'm thinking of looking for a wireless microphone, a headset, um, so I can be a little more mobile. Like if I have to go get some water or something, I don't have to worry about um, stopping talking. But sometimes when you're monologuing, sometimes stopping talking a little bit helps. Oh goodness. So here we are. We are on the second level. I've done the first 2 rows. Now we're going to do the third. I say these are very interesting bricks. And if you do go over to look, make sure I got it in the right spot. To look at the throne. Um, I believe I have a couple in there that are this. One of them, like I said, someone did get me, but then it was unavailable. And so I need to put it back into this store, but I don't know if it's been available again. And so I don't want to do that if it isn't. But they're bigger builds, and I just think they're fun because this really is it's relaxing. Thinking about trying Dadman says hello to people, and he says, everyone enjoy the stream and make sure to hit the like button and have a good time. Lurk mode is activated. Well, thank you for lurking, Dadman. I'm thinking about trying to get a lapel microphone. I just need to figure out how to make that work with my earbuds and headphones. They're both 2 separate things. You don't have to worry about it. Just select that mic and it should work. There shouldn't be any contradiction. Oh, look, I got a double here. I can cheat and put them both in at the same time. Because I've sometimes, you know, I can use my headphones and use another mic if I want to, if I need to do that. If I was, especially if I had like a wireless headphone, um, and I did not use, I just got the headphone and not one that was a headphone and mic. Um, you could do different things. Like I say, you could do a lapel microphone, and you just check like here. Um, I could have selected for audio my computer, or my webcam, and if I had if I felt to have the headphone plugged in, let's say I was doing a podcast or a talk on on my laptop, then I could select my headset. It gives you the option, and but I could select the um, computer microphone and the headsets. If I did, let's say my uh, headsets were broken or something. Okay, this one is going to go here, like so. I'm going to push these in. Like so, we want to make sure that we keep them level, that we don't accidentally push them in some, because that can mess up your next build. And it may not make it look good. So that's Yoda so far. We're working on his best. Oh, how many things your phone can connect to? A lot of it, it's not. Yeah. I'll tell you what I use on my phone is I just buy the cheap little earbuds with the mic on them, and that's what I use for my phone, because I don't do extensively on my phone. It's usually we're traveling, or um, I've gone somewhere and Dadman's like, let's stream. And it was before I had my laptop. Or sometimes even if I had my laptop, I would just do it because it's just easier. But not doing it all the time, I don't know. That is not my wheelhouse at all. So I'm doing the top layer. I'm going across this way. I always try to find a spot that has like the longest and then work that way. So this one has two whites, a black, and then two whites. Yes, if you're streaming alone, you don't need headphones, but I will tell you, if you're using your phone, you have to make sure your phone volume is turned down. And with mine, the problem I had was that I would silence my phone, turn the volume all the way down, but there still was a very, very faint audio, and it caused an echo, a slight one, that everyone could hear. That was when I was using my phone for my builds as a second camera. Whoops, I'm sorry, guys. I moved out of the way here. Um, and that did become problematic because I'm building and I'm leaning in to build, and so my mic gets close to the camera, and it did pick up the audio. And a lot of it will be trial and error, and what works for you is a big thing, a huge thing. Obviously, it's the only thing. If it works for me, it doesn't matter if it doesn't matter if it doesn't work for you. Uh, so a lot of it is trial and error. And it's just I'm pretty much exclusively on my phone right now, so it's all just stuff I gotta play around with. Yes, and that's the thing. I'm still doing trial and error and figuring things out. I took today this is not a microphone or speaker problem, but I, scheduled, I actually on OBS, I scheduled a game stream for tonight for me and Dadman, and, I didn't know if I could do it, and I said, "Well, let me try." And, I did. I did the stream, and I thought I did it right, and then I get a call from Devin that said, "The streamer says you got a gaming stream at 12:05," and I'm like, "Yikes, no." That's when I created it. So, I said, "Well, let me see if I can fix it." And so I went into YouTube Studios, and I did. I figured out how to fix it so that, it says 6 p.m., I hope now. I checked, and I thought it did. So there we go. Yoda so far. Um, but I'm learning and figuring out. Okay, so we are on step 3. So we're going to move this way, move it up, and there's the step 3s for us. Oh, he's got his little lightsaber. Is that not just adorable? Okay, let's look at this and see how this build is going to go and which ones. I'm going to do these little builds first. I'm going to do like these things along here, and I'll put the 3 together, but I don't, think I'm going to put these up and put them onto these 3 layers and put them onto the build, and then I will attach those. But I'm going to go ahead and make them, and then they'll be done. So we're going to make a 2 by 2 by 2 with white bricks here. Good. Yes. I fixed it then. Yay. Not quite sure what I did, but I went into YouTube and did something. I got to this area in YouTube, which I've never seen before, but it looked like I could change it. And I said, okay, well, let's try it. The worst they can do is I'll cancel it, you know, and, I guess it worked. So like I say, I'm not really sure what I did. It was a little bit of magic, I guess. Sometimes just rotating them when you're trying to get them put in, helps. But this whole section is being a little annoying. So let's do this. Then let's take these 2. We'll make 2 1x2s, and then we'll put them together. Maybe that will be easier. Then we're not working with the angle. We just got a straight line we have to work with. So let's start here. Oh, sometimes my fingers feel so clumsy. I'm wondering if it's something over on this side that's not right. So we're going to rotate it. We're just going to try another side. That's what's so great about these. All 4 sides are the same. So if one side's being stupid, just try another side and maybe it will work. Oh, come on. I see where they all are supposed to fit. It's just being a little ornery. Let's move this up a little bit. What I'm going to do is try maybe working 1 brick at a time, but kind of have it attached. So this brick, let's try to get this one. Okay, that one's on. So now let's work on this brick. It should just slide right on because it's right beside it. Unless this brick is something's wrong with it. So let's see. I think there might be something wrong with this brick. So we're just going to say, we'll try another brick because that's what you can do. So I just tossed that one in there, so I'll find it again, and maybe it'll work the next time we do it. So let's see. These look much better. I'm wondering if this will just fit in really nicely. Yep, I think it was that brick. So we have that 2x4. We got to do 2x2s, 2 2x2s, and then 2 1x2s. I think these are fun bricks. Um, I just think they're just kind of fun. It's not, you don't really have to search. You just have to look for colors, and that's about it. Like I say, the big thing you have to be careful of is not when you're pushing them on, is to make sure like you don't push these where they're not supposed to be. You just got to be real careful uh how you're, you know, attaching them and making sure the areas that you're attaching. See, and I like to make sure everything is kind of pushed in nice and tight. And this might not be this, see, it's raised up, so I got to figure out how to kind of get that pushed down. There we go. So they're all even. And it's you just got to find the right spot because you can mess up your sections if you push too hard and you're just a layer that you've already done. If that makes any sense at all. Yes, you want it nice and tight. Stunning. It's the best way when you're pushing stuff in. Oh, somebody just knocked on the door. So, oh, I'll be right back, everybody. If you hear me scream, it's not good. This should be fine. I'm just seeing if something's been delivered. Thank you. Yes. Excellent. I'm so glad these are here. I don't have to worry about them. As you heard on one of our other streams, we're having problems somewhere. Um, Someone is getting one of our credit card numbers. And every time we get a new credit card, I mean, this is like the fourth time, and there's been fraud on it. Like for the fourth time in a row, different numbers. And so that was our new credit card. So we'll see if we get a fraud on these. How many do these is there supposed to be for the little saber? 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 of these. So I don't have to worry about them setting outside the door or anything. So they are here. So Devin, if you hear me, um, we've gotten our package. And hopefully we can figure out where this problem is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, it's extremely frustrating. It is extremely frustrating because we're pretty careful. Okay, so we have these pieces here. This goes like this, and this goes like that, and that's his little lightsaber. That's adorable. We'll set that right here. And then this is just going to be his other hand, like that, and like that. There's his hand. So we'll leave those. We'll set those here so you can kind of see them. And now we're going to build the middle parts. So we're pretty much done with, we're going to be pretty much done with the robe, and then we're going to start his face. So it is 44 minutes in the show. We have 8 people watching. Thank you all so very much. And remember to hit that like button. Let's see how that's going. Ooh, we have 5 watching and 7 likes. So thank you very much for that. So let's go ahead and work on that center part. We're going to do let's see. Let's do the 5 rows across. We'll do the top first. 3, 4, 5. I can count to 5, everybody. And then we're going to do the same thing like we had before. It'll be two of these beigey ones because they're all, I guess, tan. I guess this color would be called tan. I don't know. I call it off white, I guess. Jedi robe brown. Yes, I guess. We have yes, we that's what we're doing. I was starting to think things were getting a little too PG. Thank you, Stunning. Yes, I have got yes, this morning I did have 2, this morning the meme was we had some really fun memes. And she says, "That's really weird, though. Maybe check if you have any subscriptions that it's the payment for and see if they have security issues." We've thought about that, and we have a kind of a plan we're gonna do to kind of, see, um, where it's at. But I will say that the, um the credit card company is wonderful. We talked some about it and, and told them kind of like how, our approach is. And they're like, um, yeah, good. Yeah. It's like, it really is we're not just not really sure where it's at. Or, I thought that maybe we were using it um, somewhere in our neighborhood in, that maybe they have a skimmer that they don't know about. And so we're, trying to be real careful about that. It could be anywhere. That's what's so okay. Enjoy your lunch. Um, yeah, it's just odd. It's just really weird. It's just this card. So we need we're going to kind of detective it a bit and see if we can figure it out. So that's that layer. Let's work on getting everything nice and tight. Have everything click in. Come on, that one is not. There we go. That's weird. It's like Yoda has a little tail. But there's that so far. Whoops, see, that one's not in correctly. Whoops. And see how I push that up? That's where you have to be careful because they do slide. So each time I finish putting a layer on, I check and make sure everything is in the proper position. Yeah, one more thing we have to deal with these days, but first world problem. It really is. It's annoying, it's frustrating, but at the end of the day, it is a first world problem. So I'm doing this section right here, and I started on this end, and I'll work my way over. And then when I get this piece done, then I will add these pieces onto the build. Like I say, this is really relaxing. The big thing is remembering to make sure you don't um move things um where they're not. See that these are high. These need to be pushed in. So I can think I could just set these flat here and they're not going to mess up anything. That black looks high for some reason, and I don't quite know why. Well, we'll just play it by ear and see how it goes. So we have, let's see, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Make sure if you set them down, you start the right way or you'll be in big trouble. brick. Did I say brick trouble? I meant to say big trouble. Oh, I've got bricks on the brain. But aren't these kind of unique? It's a very unique build. It's not very detailed because every layer it's almost kind of pixelated to me, which I think is kind of neat. So we're going to do this here, and then we're going to do one above it. Hey, Potter Wannabe! This is fun. These are called magic bricks. I got them from Masters Maniac Mexico. Um, and they're this is what the brick looks like. Well, I think you can see it better with this. You can see the different, and you do it by layer, and you hook them, and then you attach the layer to the build. And it's not a learning curve. You just kind of got to get a feel for the bricks especially when you're doing something like this. And like I say, sometimes these bricks are not the best quality control. So sometimes you have to do a little rotation, a little finessing, and sometimes you just got to kind of talk nice to it and see if it'll go. And if it doesn't, like this one is being ornery, I'm not really sure why. We just pick another one because I will say that they do you do have extra bricks. You do have extra bricks, so it's not okay. I'm wondering if the problem is there. Let's see if we can get that end in first. Let's see if we can just get this black one in, and then we'll work from there. Because this one seems this might be the white brick that's the problem. Like I say, the quality control of these are suspect. Let's see if we can do it upside down. See if we can. There, we'll do it upside down, and there, that got it in. And so let's go ahead and put this one on here like that. And then it has one more. So we're going to see if we can get this one plugged in right here. That's going to go here. Doing these with two sides can be so frustrating because you got to get both sides working in. And sometimes they don't want to cooperate. There we go. Sometimes going on the bottom side helps. So there we go with this. Which section are we on? So this has a black one that goes here. Come on. The darker colors are harder for me because I can't see the thing. Sure. I would be curious to see if these could be made on a 3D printer, these bricks, or some kind of modification of them. These are just fun little builds. I'm going to look for some more of these because they're different. I have some on my wish list that I believe they're bigger than these, but they're the same concept. Which sounds like fun. I had one I had a Mario and I had a Luigi selected, and someone tried to get me the Mario, and it was unavailable. So they got their money back. And I haven't put it back on the stream, on the throne, because I'm not sure if it'll continue to be available or not. So let's see, what do we do now? We have 4, 3, and 2. These are pretty much symmetrical. And sometimes I just put them in on different ways just because I can. Uh, Out of boredom. Sometimes I do them by columns, sometimes I do them by rows. Oh, yes, I do know DJ Ronnie G. He would know about the 3D printer stuff. I know he would. Mark D with a C would. Um, I just think these are kind of fun bricks. It'd be fun to do stuff with it. I don't know if purists would be happy. I mean, they're not really Legos, but they're a brick and they're fun. They're not something you could I don't think there's something you could do to, like, if you were doing, something where you wanted to see the inside of it, they're not easily, made where you can, like, remove part of it to see the inside. But to do I think it would be really good to do any kind of, video game character, especially some of the older ones, because they have that pixelated look, which I think is cool. I bet you he would know. Yes, purists and elitists. And you know, Bucky, yeah, as you well know, because you do crafting, that is not just it is in every any artistic endeavor. I'm just putting the arms on here now, like so. You have you have the purists and you have the elitists. You know, I'm like, let's just have fun, everybody. So we're going to push this one in here like so. And let's make sure those back ones are where they need to be. Whoops. I pushed that up. So see, that's where you have to be careful. Um, is not only pushing stuff up, but I got to make sure I don't push this layer incorrectly also. So I'm just going to, I kind of check to make sure there's no gaps. And it all looks like it has been inserted well. There's a gap here. Okay. So there is that part of the build. We got to do this one top part, and we're almost done with the cape. And then we'll be starting with the Yoda head. Yoda Yoda 1. My kids got a book and it had them do Star Wars origami. I still have it. And they made one and they made cards. It says Yoda um Yoda best on them. They were really cute. Whoops. Let's see. Let me make sure I'm doing this right. Okay, we have 1, 2, then we're going to do 4. Hello, Atwood. How are you doing? Yes, Yoda, only one for me. Yes, I I used to do, cross stitching. I still do it at times, but not as much. And I would find things online that I liked, and then I would figure them out. Um, it probably for the time I spent, I probably could have bought it and it would have, been equal to the time, but it's fun. I like figuring things out like that. I quilt and I like doing the what they call them are the flimsies. I like making the pretty part that you see on top and you cut up all the fabric and sew it all back together to make another piece of fabric. Um, but I don't like the quilting part, which is when you put a back, a middle, which is usually like some kind of a batting to make it warmer, and a top, and then you sew all in there to keep it all from falling apart. I don't like doing that part. I could just make all the flimsies and give them to someone else and say, "Here, finish them and donate them." I just really enjoy doing that. And I think that's why I like Legos and things like that because you're taking a bunch of nothing, really. I mean, these are nothing. You're taking a bunch of nothings and then you're making it into something. And that's kind of like what quilting is. You cut all the pieces and you have a bunch of these little pieces of nothing fabric, and then you sew them all together, and then you make something that's beautiful. Potentially, it's not always beautiful. Mine are not always beautiful, but that's the goal, and it's just kind of how I think that's why I like constructing things like this. And if I ever got into 3D printing, I probably would absolutely fall in love with it. But I don't dare. I say that and then watch next year I'll have a 3D printer and I'll be doing 3D printing um, streams. I am printing something here. You're going to make some for your any. I think that would be cool. That would be really, really cool. I love stuff like that. I really, really do. So here we're doing, I think this will be the top, and then we'll have the final collar. The final collar. The top part of the um, robe, the Jedi robe. I am a Jedi. Here we go. And then this is going to go like right here. So here we have them so far. Master Yoda, this is a very quick build. I say, let's wait and see. I'm now getting to uh, his head. Okay, so we're starting on step 4 now. I'm going to do at the bottom, we have a 2x3, which is green. Maybe there one. I love it when I find some pieces that are already together that I can use. It's like, yay, it's like a little gift. And Bucky says, yes, I know you can, but gosh, you know what? It's like $200 or $300, which I'm not saying it's not worth it, but that's a lot of money. for something I'm going to give away. So I usually do just a basic straight quilting on it, and that's fine. But yeah, s- I watch some of these people that do the quilting. Oh my gosh, that's a work of art in itself. I when we went on our 16-day adventure, we went to a quilting museum, which I told Dadman that I wanted to do that. Um, and so we went, and he was kind of like, okay. He did it for me, and that was I loved that. And he ended up really enjoying it. They were the theme was they had like an exhibition. It was more like an exhibition than a museum. But I loved it. They had the theme was log cabin. And there was this one person that from I believe it was Japan. And I really wish that the facility, when they displayed it, they somehow displayed it where you can look at both sides, because they took a picture of the one side, and oh my gosh, I had them actually pull it over where I could see it, but you couldn't see the whole thing. The front was absolutely amazing in its own right. But when you went to the back, it was a whole nother scene. From their quilting, they made a picture on back with just the thread. It was amazing. And it just, oh my gosh, it blew me away. And Bucky said, that's what I love about knitting and crocheting and weaving. It just takes yarn and turns it into an actual object. Yes. Just the creative process is just so, it just floors me. And I think back to, wow. Let's see here. Mrs. sounds like a robot. I'm sorry. Am I sounding funny? Or is it just the way I'm talking? Does the mic sound okay? I can't hear it. So am I, what's it called? Am I sounding funny? Mrs. with her bootlegs. These aren't I don't think these are bootlegs. The mic? How can this mic get tired? I don't have another mic I can go to, and I haven't moved anything. Does it sound better now? It's scratching. I wonder if it's the fan. Let me turn the fan off and see if that's it. How does it sound now? Does it sound the same? If it doesn't, think I can go to a I don't know if I can go to a I think I can go to a different mic. Um, it sounds about the same. Okay, let me finish this, and then I will try something out. I could So this is the bottom section of 4. I'm just going to leave it here, and then we will. So there's that section. Let me try this.
Okay, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Does it sound better? So let's see. We have to figure out how we can do this because I need this. Oh, oh goodness. There we go. Well, I don't want that. Can I rotate this? No. Let's see if we can. Okay, so this is better, but the problem being is I don't know how I can do this. Can you hear me still? Can you still hear me? Okay, so you can still hear me. Okay, so okay. Whoops, didn't mean to put that on screen. Okay, here we go, everybody. So I went ahead and just went to a headphones. I might have to just start doing that for these streams until I got it all set up here. So I got to remember not to not to turn off the um the my other StreamYards that I'm on. So let's see here. Okay, I can be heard, which is good. Uh, Let me try something here and see if I'm going to mess something up really bad. Okay, I think everything is good now. Okay, so here we're going to continue. I am going to turn the fan back on though because I am wearing a long sleeve shirt and I get hot. So I will be right back to turn the fan on. Okie dokie. I remembered to unmute my mic so that you can hear me. So, yes, very good, very good. So, you all can hear me, correct? We're going to start building Yoda himself. So, we're going to start with the 5 on the side here. And I was not there to make it hot in the room, just saying. Oh my gosh, you're funny. Have you thought about getting some of those gardening sleeves for streaming? I have, and I have actually. I actually thought of making some. I have some for winter, but yes, I'm going to look in and just make some and just make all different kinds. I did take it. I was doing, I have these leggings that I don't wear anymore, and I cut them to where I made them like a shrug, and that worked for a bit. And then I just kind of, they were more, they kind of got annoying. They didn't necessarily fit right. I have to mess with that some, but yeah. Excellent. I'm so glad you can hear me. I actually unmuted my mic so that you could hear me. Is that a brown? I think that's a brown instead of a black. I'm going to set that one aside because um, I think that might be for the eyes. I don't know. Or it's just an off color black. It might be an off color black. Like I say, the quality control of these are Uh, let's just say, oh crap, I was doing the wrong section here. That's one thing I do. I'll say the one thing I do hate about the layers is I was working on this layer and then I looked up and started working on this layer. So I was combining them. And yeah, that's not good. So this should be 3, 4, 5, a 2, and then this. Okay. Atwood responded to Dadman. It says, "Well, Atwood, at least you responded." It looks like Atwood responded with like rolling eyes or something. I can't quite see it. I think I need to get. I don't know. I've thought about trying to get some headsets that were a little have a little bigger ear. Um, oh yeah, rolling the eye. Yes, you guys are silly. And we're going to do another 5. We're just going to make this symmetrical here. So this should be fairly easy to do. Just copy what's here. Whoops. And Bucky's like, why do you think I didn't say anything? Yes, sometimes silence is golden. Absolutely. We are an hour and 18 into this stream, and we're almost, I mean, we'll be, I say almost, we are trucking along on this build. I like it. You don't have to hunt for parts, you have to hunt for colors. But if they're, this isn't that hard to find the pieces. Or sometimes you're hunting for, I need that 1x1 lime green, and you can't find it anywhere in the Lego pieces. And these are flexible where you can work them in. Okay, let's see. This piece is going to go like so. And this starts, see, Yoda, none of this is attached. So I have to be careful about, actually I lied, there's a little bit that's attached. But this green, none of this green is attached. So I have to make sure that when I push down, like on this piece, that I'm not pushing them where they're not supposed to be. So usually that's when I kind of put it this way, and you see I push up both directions at the same time to kind of keep it where they're supposed to be. See, when you push them down, see what that did, how it messed them all up? So I have to work on moving them all, and I'll use a Lego piece, a Lego for this. And that's all back even to where it's supposed to be. And then we're going to do this top one that does have the 3 black pieces. So we'll start off with them since I've already put them together. Hey, Real Wade Nation. How are you doing? It's windy. It's windy here. But that's about it. Atwood, you're silly. You guys are being silly. Let's see. Get my glasses to work. Whoops, it jumped down here. Uh, I saw a cool boot thing for yard work. It's a knee pad brace that hooks over your heel, so when you put a knee on the ground, you have a little platform to sit on behind your foot. I thought that was really neat. I also like the things that you can see there for you to sit on. It has a seat, like a little round cushion thing that's, I don't know how tall, a foot tall maybe. And it has two straps, and you step into it, and the seat part is where your butt is. So you can be like, if you're working, um, like, planting seeds or whatever, if you get tired or if you have to work in one area for a bit, you lean back and you sit on it. So you don't have to get a seat, you don't have to roll it around. It's just follows you behind on your behind. It's really kind of neat. But I think I've seen those knee ones that you're talking about. And I think that's really clever. They have got so many neat gardening things out there. If only I gardened. I kill plants. And when somebody gives me a plant as a gift, I say, thank you. You will not see it the next time you're here. And they're like, why? I said, because it will be dead. Because I kill plants. I am not the plant whisperer. I am the plant murderer. They just do not survive in my home. So as hard as I try, and I try, and that's what makes me even sadder, is I actually try not to kill them. And I read, how you should water that particular plant, because I know some you only water it when the soil is dry, dry, dry. Some, but I don't know. And I said hello to Wade. How is the weather where you're at? Are you doing okay? Um, it's crazy. This weather is just crazy. But we just got some wind, nothing um, really bad. You're getting rain today. There was nothing in the last 2 days. And Bucky says that she's the same with plants. And Wade says Tuesday and yesterday were gnarly. Atwood says he kills plants with his ugliness. That's not nice to say about yourself. And Wade said that he's fine, just flooding now from yesterday in the state. Be careful with that flooding because it's quick. It happens quick. And some people think they can drive in it, and because we get flooding with the hurricanes, and they think they can drive in it, and then they drive, and then they end up either getting stranded in their car gets flooded. They can't, it just can be a lot of bad stuff. So be careful when you're driving, especially when there's flooding. You made some iguanodongs? You mean iguanodons? Stunning. Oh, very cool. Yeah, it is. It's like a butt stand um for all intents and purposes. You just pull weeds. That's not really gardening. My mother-in-law does the plants and flowers in the front, and my wife is starting to grow vegetables. I've tried growing vegetables, and the only thing that I ever grew was habanero peppers, which I didn't even want. I planted the wrong seeds. So that's my extent of gardening. I try to do beans, I get 7. It's just not they just don't grow. Okay, here's that section right here. This is the last part of 4. It's gonna go let's see. This one is going to go on that one. So it's going to go like so. So let's carefully push this. We're going to carefully push this to get it to be proper. And we're going to carefully push this and carefully push that. I don't know if you can hear the clicking, but I love it when you hear them clicking where they're supposed to go. Whoops, he lost his lightsaber. Nope, that's not where it goes. That's his foot. I put it in the wrong spot. It goes right here. And if it continues to fall off, I'll just set it aside and put it on at the end. We'll see if it becomes annoying. So here's Yoda so far. Kind of cute there. Okay, so we are now on to the second page. There's only 2 pages of this. And this is the whole page. Oh, wow, it didn't. So here we are. We're going to start doing, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 more layers. And that's it, guys. And it's an hour and 27. Oh my gosh. That is so true. Let's see. So Wade says there's not flooding near him. Well, that's very good. I'm so glad about that. Deadman's back to lurking. Edward says he makes a room hot. He never said he was hot, as in hot breath. Don't. You got a new game from your viewers. So, well, have fun. And Deadman says, not going to get work done again. Remember the news crew trying to interview the guy who left his gal in the car in the flooded parking lot? Yes, in the front of our subdivision, this parking lot flooded. And it was a really, it wasn't just a wimpy flood. It was pretty flooded. And he was an idiot, and his car got trapped in there. And he left his girlfriend on the roof of the car as he waited out and left her there. Didn't try to help her or anything. It was crazy. He made most of the news that night. Yeah, it was in the dark. It was a weird time being out. I think they were up to mischief. And they kind of like the criminal that gets caught in the air shaft or something, trying to break in. I think this is kind of what that was. And because there was no reason for him to be in that parking lot with the weather. It was just weird. Uh, yes. The Stunning says that's one way to turn a Jedi off. Yeah, put the lightsaber by his foot. And Wade said, I watched the weather last night and I was like, really, you don't help the car move, LOL. Yes, I can. Yes, he was running, so they were up to no good. He wouldn't show his face on the camera. He was doing something he shouldn't have been doing. Both of them were. And he just left her there. No honor among criminals. No honor. He was running, wouldn't show his face, so they were up to no good. Not with tidal flooding coming in, driving to the dark, low-lying area. Are you saying to drive into the dark, low-lying area? I'm saying you shouldn't be out, period. I'm doing the first layer of step 5 here. As we're speaking. 1, 2, 3. We're going to do a 2. This one is going to look really cute when it's done. I'm going to like this. It would be, and you know, it would be interesting to make this in with all 1x1 bricks from Lego to see what it would look like. Wouldn't that be cool? I think that would be interesting to see what it would look like with a different brick, if it would work. Some of the proportions would be off, I think, because these bricks are 8 millimeters and I believe Legos are 10 millimeters. But I don't know. I just think it would be bigger. It might be fun to try. Maybe I'll buy a bunch of 1x1s of these colors and see if it will work. I wonder how much that would be. That would be kind of fun to do. Do different bricks and see what it does. If I could order mini bricks, in bulk, I would. Yeah, they shouldn't have driven into the low dark lying areas. I gotcha. So let me see. Let me make sure I'm doing this right. 1, 2, 1, 2. Throw Yoda into the bear's bathroom. Get another bear so Yoda has a urinal. Why would I have to glue to keep them in place? No, I think because they would with Legos latch in and they should hold together. Some of the non-Lego build bricks types do not. Um, let's see. Let me make sure I'm doing this right. I need 2 more sets of 2. But there is a special copywritten or patented, I should say, thing that Lego has that allows the bricks to actually interlock. A lot that which the non-Lego brands don't have because it's patented. They can't use it. So I think if I use Lego bricks, they would hold with some of these that they just kind of hang. But if I did micro bricks, I think I might have to do something that you don't normally do with bricks, which is glue them to get them to not fall. So here is the first layer of step 6, and it goes like that. So we're going to slowly press these in. Whoops, crap. That's what I say, you gotta apply an opposite pressure, or you push them to where they're not supposed to be. Sometimes I just kind of put them upside down and do a little push. And that seemed to work. So there's Yoda so far. We are in the second layer of step 5. So we're going to do a 1x3 first. Oops. Your mama's so old. Mama joke. Your mama's so old she used to change Yoda's diapers. That is old. Uh, I'm talking about on the sides. Otherwise, you would just have a bunch of sticks. Like here, they all connect. So I think you could do it. I think you could do it. Because they're all connected to something. And that Lego, that would connect into there. And they all connect to something. I'd be curious. I'd be curious. Okay, so we've got the nose. Then we're going to start working on sorry guys, let me move this over this way. I'm resting my arm on the tray, and that's why it was where I was at. Yoda, you're going to stand there. Yoda, you stand there where people can kind of see you. There we go. So we're going to do 3, and I believe this is going to be symmetrical, so we'll do 3 on this side also. I love that most of these builds are symmetrical, so they're fairly easy. Sometimes I do one side and then I just look at the other side to build it. It just depends on how I feel. Sometimes I do it this way. I think you could. Oh, these right here. I would probably get a 2-4. I would probably get a 1x6. I'd probably get a 1x6 for this one. I see what you're saying. And like for these, probably get 1x3s or a 2x3. Probably just need to get a few like a little different ones, but most of them 1x1s. Yes, yes, I see what you're saying now. This, I'd have to get like I said, a 1x6, 2, 4, 6. Probably could even get a 1x8 and just make the saber a little longer. And these do a 2x3, and then get 1, 2, 3, 4, a couple 2x5s for here. But the rest, maybe some 2x2s. But the rest, yeah, I think we could be good. But I see what you're saying now. Hey, Tina the Naughty Dragon. Oh, you woke up from a power nap. Awesome. We are building Yoda. Yes, it could always be bigger. Size matters. Yes. I don't agree. Size matters not. Bullshit. Size does matter. Okay, so we've done that. Then we're going to do one here, and then we'll do 2 on either side here. And here we go with that. We'll put this one on here. And then the next one will be one, two, let's see, one, two, three, four. We're going to add 5 up this way to make it a total of 6. We'll do that on both sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. On the third one from the top, I'm going to go ahead and make these ears. Part starting his ears. So we have oh, come on, quit being ornery. One, 2, and then 3. It's a micro saber stunning. uh, and Stunning says that Mrs. ain't satisfied with your saber size. It's a micro saber stunning. And Chucky says it's not the size that counts, it's what you do with it. Okay, if that's what you want to believe, Chucky, that's fine. Atwood said, Dead Man said, if I was a real narcissist, Atwood, I would double up on that comment, but I'm a gentleman. To be, to be fair, it's very large proportionally. Yes, it is. And Bucky says hello to uh, Chucky. He says, who says that you can't be both, Deadman? You'd make a good lawyer, Bucky. Make sure to go visit Stunning's Dino Island. Tina the Naughty Dragon says it's more into girth than length when it comes to a Jedi's lightsaber. Chucky says, "Howdy ho, Bucky." Why does the chat always devolve like this? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Probably because I let it. I allow it to happen. We kind of jump in there and then we leave. We at least don't stay in it all the time. We just do little swims into the pool of naughtiness. 2, 4, 5, 6. And then we're going to do the same thing with the ears over on this side. So 3 down. We're going to put an ear, start of an ear here. 1. No, it doesn't. I would. That's not true. It does not. Sometimes, um, sometimes Stunning starts it. Sometimes I start it. It all just depends. It just depends. Now we're going to do. Oh, I just see size does matter because I just knocked you down with my hand. Say you're a Jedi. I've got to move him out of the way because he's now getting in the way when I'm doing these. And then this goes all the way across here. Like so. Let's see how the chat is going here. Yeah, Stunning's been good today. He's busy playing his game. He's busy creating dinosaurs that destroy Arizona and the like. Oh, don't open the T-Rex cage. Don't open it. Oh, not all the time. Not all the time. We're just having fun, and that's okay. As long as if I think it gets out of hand, I say something. But I like it. It's a little fun. Okay, well, I'll see you in a little bit. The Rexes need to stretch their legs. Okay, this is going to be this spot needs to go here. Like so. Just slowly pushing the pieces where they belong. Whoops. Trying to get them there. Now I'm just going to kind of do a flat. And there. I believe I got that all done. Now the next section, oh, we're going to be doing his eyeballs. So we need some whites. So 1, we need 3. Make this 3 here. Now we're going to take 2 blacks, like so. And connect them if I can. Okay, and then a white is going to go here, like sometimes I go the reverse side, and there we go. We have that. Then we're going to add this 1x3 to it, which is going to go like here. Then we're going to do another black, and then another black like so. Then we're going to do a white, and that will be this front part. Oh, you made us his and her T-Rexes. Oh, thank you. 2. Then we're going to do a row of 6. That's going to attach off of this on either side. You know, I'm going to do the 6 and then I'll attach them. 1, 2. Then I don't have to hold that whole thing. 3. Oh, I'm getting hungry. 4. Excuse me for taking a sip. 4, 5. Sometimes, like I say, I like these builds, but it does get repetitive, obviously, because you're doing the same thing over and over. So sometimes like I say, I do them a little differently. We have 1, 2, and I might, build certain parts and put them together. Uh, or I don't know, just whatever I feel like. So we have the the 6 here, and that will go on right there. And then we're going to do 2 1x2s that are going to go on either side. 1 and 2. When I was first doing these, I thought I was connecting them and they kept falling. Then we're just going to put 1 on each side here. I keep knocking Yoda. I'm so sorry, Yoda. We're going to put 2 of those here like this for right now. And then on the third, we're going to put these 2 here. Let's see. I prefer the Triceratops stunning, more horny, and makes for more goring. Yes. All right, my dumbass guests have bathrooms and food now. And Dad was, what about me? And Bucky says, I never go to a theme park and expect them to have food or bathrooms. You're really spoiling them. Yes, Yoda was getting knocked up, or at least knocked down. So we need 2. I don't know how many. We're just going to connect each end here, and we'll slowly get this, and then we'll be on step 6. I think I have a bag somewhere of stuff from our last camping vacation, and that has. I think it might still be in the van. It had puzzles, and I think it has the build that I did practicing of the kitty in the cup. It was really cute, and I need to show that the next time I do one of these. So this piece is going to go. Let's see, like this. What? It does not look like. I guess it does line up. We just need to kind of work it here. That looks off, doesn't it? Isn't that weird? Oh, you know what? I did. You're going to stay over there. I think I took. Yeah, I put this. Oh, that's something neat you can do. I accidentally put it in a half part instead of the full one. So this is actually supposed to go here. So that's an interesting thing that maybe might be able to be done with the builds in the future. So we're going to take and we're just kind of going to go fit in, push it all down this way. So there we go with, there, look at him. He's got a little face starting there. You're not going to have your lightsaber, you keep throwing it down. Okay, so we're doing the bottom one of step 6, which The rest we're going to be using are greens. Look at all these extra black pieces that we have. Like I say, they're very generous. I think they just do a run and just chuck the whole run in. They don't count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nose that goes right here in the middle like that. And then we do a 3, a 1, 2, 3 on either side. There's the 3 here. Oh, did somebody get this spot out for me? Thank you. Thank you for doing that. So let's see where we're at. 1, 2, 3. Then we're doing a 1. Thank you for getting that bot for me, Mods Atwood. Appreciate it. And Stunning says them asshole guests are still complaining. Yeah, he's getting knocked down, not knocked up. And Stunning says them assholes are still complaining, and Bucky says get better guests. And let's see what else is there. Yes, it was a PP bot too. Yes. Hello, Comic Relief Crusader. How are you doing today? Looks like one of Stunning's guests thought this was the complaint department. I'm about to let the Spinosaurus out. How are you doing today, Comic Relief Crusader? We're making a Yoda, but these are kind of different. These are called magic bricks, and they're really kind of cool because this is what they actually look like. And then you connect them in the layer like this, and then you attach them layer by layer, and this is where we're at right now. So it's really a very kind of interesting. I love the way it looks, very pixelated, kind of feel to it. I like that. I like it. I think these are fun. Bucky says, I remember when Walt Disney released dinosaurs on his guests. And we have some hellos, and Comic Relief Crusader is doing okay. I want a snack, but tomorrow is grocery day, so we don't have any snacks. Oh my gosh. And Sunny says, my guests are lucky this ain't Roller Coaster Tycoon because I'd be adding them to my Raptors diet. Stunning is doing Jurassic World. Is that what it's called? Or Jurassic Park, World Park or something game. And it's really cool. He's named dinosaurs after us, and he has guests, tourists for dinner for the animals. So it's really fun. So we're going to flip 2 here like that. We are on the first level of stage 6 in the build. Let's go ahead and do this side here. It's the exact replica of what is there. So we're going to copy it, copy paste, And we have Brogu. Hello, Brogu. How are you doing today? I hope you are well. Oh, Dadman, you and your blue milk. Would you just stop obsessing? He's telling Bucky to get blue milk, chocolate ice cream, and some unicorn ice cream too. So we're just building this up, making part of Yoda's face here. I hate it when you have all these bricks and then you pick one that's connected to a color you don't need. And you're like, really? So we're just making his ears right now. This is part of his ears. You're out of blue milk and don't feel like making any. I understand that. So we're going up to 6 here. So we have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're going to have one go beside it here. And then we're going to go across here. And it should be 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and then 7 will connect them all. So here we come on. You can fit. Don't do this. Don't be a bad puzzle building piece. There we go. So here we have this section, and then they have us do these little add-ons to the ears. So I'm going to make them. They're basically you make 1x2s and stick them kind of together like so. And voila, you have Yoda ears. So I'm going to do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do a mirror image of the other side because it's the opposite side. And then this is going to go like so. Then we're going to put this on here. We're going to be carefully connect them all. Let's work on this side. You see, we're just going to slowly push them in. Make sure those are connected well. I do this front part here. We cannot turn this one upside down because we've got these extra ears. I could have done them later, but I didn't. So here we go. Here's Yoda. He's looking pretty good there. So we are now on the second layer of the build. So we need 3 greens. We're just basically going on to making it sloped. So these will start getting smaller as we go. And let's see, we have 2 on this side, like so. So we're going to have 3 sets of 2. So here, 1, 2, I don't know, Chucky, but I'm sure he would. Deadman says, have pizza delivered. And Tina says to Brogu, you flatter me, sir. Um, and Bucky doesn't want to waste money on pizza night right now. I've already got meat thawed for dinner. I just want a snack. Yes, I understand that. Sometimes you just want a snack. Um, and Brogu asked Deadman, would you drink the blue milk from the alien? Inquiring minds want to know. And Bucky says, I believe that was green milk. Very different experience from the blue milk. Yes, I think Deadman said the blue milk was actually in the original uh, when Luke was with his aunt and uncle or something. And Stunning is going to release the carnivores if the guests complain one more time. Go for it. Go for it, Stunning. Um, and Tina's making chili for supper. Yum. And Emma says, you took my lime Bucky. Chili sounds good. 1. And the Comic Crusader says, I can't snack. I need to lose weight. Some people, it actually does a study that if you they have found that if you're a grazer, and graze sensibly, mind you, not like graze on potato chips all the time, that you're actually, you have the potential of being healthier. And I sometimes think a snack, you can have healthy snacks too that wouldn't hurt your diet, like crunchy vegetables, and things like that. But if you're talking like a little Debbie snack cake, then yeah, that's not going to help you. Oh, at the Galaxy's Edge, Dadman did with the youngest have some green milk, and he did not like it. That's all I will say. So we're going in now to make the final circle of this. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1 goes here. And then we have 1 more that goes here, like this, and then we're going to go ahead and finish this side here. 1, 2. I try to stack on protein stuff. We do cheese sticks a lot. Sometimes I want something crunchy, and that's when crunchy vegetables would go well. So I'm just making this line that goes across here. And when we get that done, we'll be done with the middle part. So we have one more brick to put into this one. And then we'll put this brick into here, like so. Brogu says the blue milk was the original. The only difference is he didn't drink it from that alien. A man drinking a glass of milk and a man drinking milk directly from a cow is totally different. Yes. So here we go here. This one is going to go on this part here. So we're going to carefully push the pieces in where they belong, like so. You can see them. Oops, push the piece up there. Got to be careful where you push, guys. That's really, boy, that just sounded so wrong. But with these, it is all about you have to be patient. Have patience. Like this one does not want to go in like it's supposed to. But it looks like it's even, so no, it's not. It needs to fit in. And I'm not quite sure. There we go. So here is Yoda so far. We're doing the last section on step 6. Okay, so we need 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we need 2. Oh, it's 2:13 into the stream, but we're doing pretty darn good with this. Let's see. At least I can fry my veggies better than what we had last night. Did you see my dinner question earlier? Yes, I thought I answered that. Yeah, I would. Yes, I thought I had answered yes. I'm sorry if that communication was lost. So we'll do 1, 2, 1, 2, like so. Have that. My hand's getting tired. I'm going to set them on the ground a bit and see if I can do them on the ground okay. Sometimes you can, and sometimes. Devin says, no way in Hades would I drink milk from a space cow, Brogu. And it said, and a man shouldn't, to Dadman. And something says, careful is not in my vocabulary. And the old man cometh, hello to you. And Bucky, I want to make a joke, but I'm being responsible and respectful, and I want that acknowledged. Thank you, Bucky, for being responsible and respectful. That is greatly appreciated. And let's see. Yeah, Brogu, you're right about that. Let's see, where are we at? So we need to go to, I think we need to make 2, 4, 6. We need to go 6 up from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll do 6 on this way also. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then, whoops, in the center 2, we're going to put 2 bricks like so. Do the same over here. 1 and whoops, come on, we can do this. Two. Then we're going to put 1 here. Trying to, I was trying to do it with my non-dominant hand and see if it would work, and it didn't. And then we're going to put a cross here, which we have be 5. So let's make sure that's correct. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, who asked? Let's see. They're called magic bricks. And they connect, and then you make the layer, and then you put the layer on top of the Yoda. It was a pain in the arse to do. Well, all that is being said, excuse me, please don't. I'm hangry, so I'm making an effort to make good decisions. And the old man cometh asks if you are okay. Oh, crap. Let's see. Just discovered you can name the bathroom, so you named one. Come take a shit. Nice. Dadman says, Bucky, you are always respectful in adulting, a role model for all. And Bucky goes, is there another Bucky that I don't know about? And yeah, it's about the Pac-Man. These are not that. Once you get figure out how to attach them, they're really not that difficult to do. The the biggest thing you have to be careful about is when you put them on top of the set, that you don't push the other bricks out of alignment. So sometimes you have to be careful. At this stage, I think we're pretty okay. But I still do the opposite force to make sure that I don't do that. And then I just do one final thing like this, and I just do a push. And sometimes if there are none that, like, see, that one still hasn't connected right. I just kind of, whoops. See how that piece raised up? That's why you have to be careful to make sure you don't mess them up. And see, and this piece is too low, so we have to bring that one up a little bit. So there we go. Now we are on the final step, and then Yoda will be completed. As I said, these pieces are getting smaller and smaller, so they're quicker to do. We're going to start with a 1x3 here. 1, 2. The hard part with these is that my fingers get tired. And then we're going to do 2 sets of 1x2s, like here. Maybe 1. I can't get my finger. My fingers are now starting to not want to work. We have 1, 2, and then we're going to do another 1, 2. Then we're going to do 4. 1, a total of 4 on this. And so we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then from there, we're going to do 2 that go up. One, 2. And then we're going to do another group that go up. Then we're going to do 1 across. We're going to make it 3. Then we're going to do 2 this way. We're actually going to be mirroring this. So we're going to do 2 this way. Then 2 more. Staggering it. Yes. Oh, I hate that when the design is horrible. That the old man cometh. Let's see, where are we at? Pick up some Snickers for the next time, Bucky. Bucky said I broke a molar on a Snickers twice. Oh my gosh, they were frozen, but so, they were frozen. That's why you broke the molar. And Tina says I have a sudden craving for double chocolate Oreo cookies. Oh my gosh, I got a king size and didn't want to waste after the first bite. I should have wasted it. Yes, yes. Bucky, you should get another dentist. No, there was only one use, special and unique, says Dadman. Bucky says, I've already spent all my dentist money on my wisdom teeth. Bucky said I had a crown pop off with a Tootsie Roll, but it was freaking raw carrots that broke my molar. So I said, screw healthy eating during games. Give me the junk. And the old man Kema says the Pac-Man was a pain. It didn't connect right. It was like the waterfall. It had to be kept putting back together. Oh, that would drive me insane. Um, yes, I actually took and was moving some of my Lego pieces, and I had to um, put the waterfall back together again. Um, it's like I'm hoping to find the spot and it stays there forever. I hope I can find its forever home soon. But what I would like to do, like I said, I would like to make a bookcase that the backside has a plexiglass on it so that you can see both sides because both sides of that build are beautiful. And I have some other builds that are just beautiful on both sides, but you have to pull them out and look at them. And I don't like doing that. Once I get upset, I kind of want them to stay. So I'm hoping I can rig something up like that. It shouldn't be difficult. It's just getting the plexiglass. And I might um, see if I can find some place where I can get the plexiglass. Whoops. And here we go. We're going to put this first part on. This goes like here. So we're going to slowly work this on. And I believe these are all attached like they should be. They sound like it. And there's that one. We got only 2 more levels to go, and we will be done. So we have grab some of these. They're starting to get less greens, and I'm picking up more of the wrong colors. So we're just going to chuck some of these over here, and we're going to build these 2 parts before we put them on. Um, and Dadman asked Tina, "Do you open the cookies and eat the filling first?" Yeah, almost there. We're getting. Yep, we are. And comic relief crusader says, "Work fingers." LOL. I know. Sometimes I'm like, work. Peanut butter Oreos. I like Nutter Butters. And Devin says, Bucky, if you don't stop, you might as well make a run to the store. It's hard to do when you have 2 kids. Dad man, sometimes I do, other times I don't. Depends on the mood. I always take what I do, I don't eat the filling first, but I'll take 2 Oreo cookies and then I'll tear them apart and I'll put the 2 pieces together. So, like if I get double stuffed, so I have quadruple stuffed. Nothing like having lard and sugar. Let's see where we at. Bucky says, I am. Where are we at? Bucky says, "No, I changed back into my jammies and after dropping off my sleep study. LOL." Well, old man, I would have thought it would have held better. Um, Sometimes it's just so frustrating. And yes, hit the like if you haven't. I would appreciate it. And Bucky's not in the mood to get dressed again. I understand that. And yeah, you eat your snacks the way you want them at that moment. I agree totally. Would you quit? Bucky's trying to behave, so stop. Hey, uh, hey, he looks like me. Yes. What's going on? Are you making images of my relatives? Legally, I need to get a piece of the action here. Sing, Bro Goo, I absolutely love you. There you go. And Comic Relief Crusader will be right back. Hey, I would freeze Snickers, but um, I would do the like mini ones, and then I just pop them in my mouth and let them melt. Yeah, frozen chocolate is yummy, especially in the summer where the alternative is a gooey mess. And Bucky can't send hubby. He was up late, so could not run out. So he needs to sleep in a bit. When he gets up, it'll be like dinner time. So yeah. And my kids are no good at running errands. They always get the wrong brand. Oh, frozen Three Musketeers. Yeah. Let's see. Where are we at? Jumped up on me. Um, and Dad's like, "What? Put them to work? They're not old enough to work." Frozen Three Musketeers are good. And let's see what else do we have here. That's why I have shopping carts. Strap them in. You named your burger joint Dick and Boss? Oh gosh. Yeah, yeah. You know why Dadman is saying do it? Because he never did it. And Tina says, I might have to go out exercising again today. I think I'm gaining weight from all the food talk and chat. And Brogu says, I remember back in the day, there was an ice cream treat called the Big Will. Oh, wow. And Masters of Maniac Mexico, hello. He says, oh, I know that guy. Hello, look at how well he's building. He is doing fantastic. I actually got 2 more sections left. And so I thought I would catch up on. Well, how are you doing today? I hope today finds you well. And yes, we have some hellos. And Dadman says, folks, please be sure to hit the like button. You know what I like frozen? Like peppermint patties, York peppermint patties. I love frozen because you get the cold from the mint feeling and then the cold from the physical cold. So here we're doing the 3, we're doing the second, we're doing this part right here, the middle part right there. So we are almost done with this little dude. And we're going to do 2 pieces like this. Mint Oreo. I like mint. Not everybody likes mint. Are we a bit behind on the likes? If you've joined, let's see. Oh, 2 people haven't liked. If you haven't liked, like and wait. Who else is here? I think I saw someone else pop in. And we have some Brogu. I remember back in the day, there was an ice cream called the Big Wheel. It has 2 oatmeal cookies with a vanilla ice cream in the middle with a hard chocolate all around it. It was delicious. Yes, probably still can get them at ice cream trucks. And Damon says, good to see you here, Masters. And who remembers Jello pudding pops? I love Jello pudding pops. You know what would be fun to try to do? You know, you can buy the pudding cups to take and just stick uh, like a popsicle stick in the middle of it and put it in the freezer. I wonder if that would work. I love Jello pudding pops. They are more. And Masters, thanks, Bucky. Um, so much for the prayers. They are more important and always powerful. Yes. And come on, quit moving. This is like really being annoying. And Becky says, of course, I'll continue to pray. Glad to see you're here. Um, so let's see. This one goes here like this. And then we're going to make 2 that go like this. Hi, Whoopa. How are you? Yes, peppermint patties are fantastic frozen. Oh, yeah, any kind of mint. And Dadman loves pudding pops. You don't worry about dieting because you don't eat a lot anyway. You probably graze and and that's good. And the naughty Tina says, once again, guys, the squirrel evening episodes have been a real blast. Looking forward to the next one if you can show up. Absolutely. And Whoopa is here. Hello to you, Whoopa. I'm so glad you're here today. And Bucky says peppermint patties are great frozen. So are Auntie's mitts. I like to get like the mini peppermint patties so you can like pop the whole thing in your mouth and it just is like so good. And Bucky's like, who invited you, Whoopa? And stunning snacks and then one meal a day, one main meal a day. Yep, that's what grazing is. Dad man, they quit making them because they couldn't keep up with the demand. Isn't that stupid? And yes, peppermint patties frozen are delicious. And Whoopa says to Bucky, comrade leader needs no invitation at all. Um, and Stunning says you have more energy at work when you're hungry. Very well. If that works for you, that goods. Um, and Darman says, I invited Whoopa, Bucky. Um, and yeah, they could keep making them if they just charged a bit more. Well, sometimes they just can't keep up with the demand, and it's just too hard. And we have some hellos and hellos. And Sci-Fi Star, I've been cleaning since getting off work. Hey, that is absolutely okay. And we have some hellos. Ba-ba. And Brogo, after all these wonderful food and dessert talk, I'm going to buy a shitload of desserts this weekend. Thank you, Mrs. Dadman, for sending me back down that rabbit hole. I tried. I tried. Don't buy them if you don't. You don't have to. Just enjoy them. The talk about them. You guys aren't making me less hungry, by the way. I used to like the after eight chocolate mint wafers. Oh, anything mint and chocolate I like. And Rufus, well, go eat something, Bucky, so that you can go back to being regular angry. Well, Whoopa, if you were at the beginning of the chat or near the middle, Bucky doesn't have any food snacks because tomorrow is grocery day. So she does not have them to snack on, and that is the problem. I understand that 100%. That's why you shouldn't go out grocery shopping, Dad, man, because you just buy what you need and then we end up with all this stuff we don't need and that we have to eat. So we're starting to finish this up here. Tina, chocolate mint wafers sounds interesting. There's a lot of stuff that's chocolate mint that is really good. They have like the chocolate mint cookies that are really good. Um, I will say I really like that girl troupe that sells the chocolate mint cookies that are thin. Um, but the one thing I don't like is that most of the money does not make it back to the troops. So I refuse to buy them because I want the money to go to the girls that are busting their butts selling them. So I just make a donation to a troop if I know somebody that's in it. But yeah, that always bothered me when most of the majority of the money of those cookies, which I love, um, do not go to the girls. And I think that's pathetic. So I don't support that organization because I think they could do better. I think they could do better for the girls. Oh, wow. Mm. might have to look there. And let's see, my glasses are. You need to go. Well, go and get your Mother's Day gift. You know what I asked Dad Man to get me, and this is so silly. I said, Hardee's. Hardee's is having heart-shaped biscuits tomorrow. I want on Sunday. I want heart-shaped biscuits for Mother's Day. So he's gonna go get me some heart-shaped biscuits. You try to get most of your grocery shopping done one day a week because it is a chore when you have children to go shopping all the time. It's hard. So here we are. We got one more level to go. Let me stick his hand back, his saber back here. Oops, and then I broke this part off. Oops. Part of it I have learned, old man cometh, is that you have to be careful when you're pushing your sections together, where you hold, because that's when things get broken. Is when you push in the wrong area, and it like this is so easy. If I grab this, it will just fall off. But that's the biggest thing I found with this building with these is you have to be very, very careful where you push when you're trying to put the pieces on. Whoopa just went grocery shopping on Tuesday, which sucked because he was really sick. Wow. Um, and let's see. I like getting gluten allergy friendly stuff when I can. Um, because the demand can help it become more accessible. Well, I will tell you, I had a sister that had severe gluten allergies 40 years ago. And I will tell you, there is more stuff accessible now. It's like a paradise compared to the way it was 40 years ago or even 30 years ago. People thought anybody that couldn't eat something, they were just faking it. And they didn't really believe it. It actually took a nurse to say, hey, my sister would literally miss days and days of school from migraines, which was allergy induced. Um, and kept going to the doctor. And finally, I think my mom said it was a nurse, is like, have you ever had her tested for allergies? Well, at that time, they did the skin test where they, pricked your back with a needle with a little bit of the allergen to see if your body reacted. Her back, she reacted so bad to almost everything that her back it looked like somebody took boiling water and threw it on her back. That was how big of a reaction she had. And when they started taking her off of stuff, um, it changed tremendously. But they didn't have wheat bread was awful. They didn't have you couldn't find it. Number one, and it was just not made well. And so my mom had to try to make things the best that she could with what was at the time. They didn't have xanthan gum, so stuff didn't rise like it should. And so it was very difficult. So now that you can go to a store and you have the choice of 2 or 3 brands of gluten-free bread, and you have gluten-free cookies, and you can have all this other stuff, it's just absolutely amazing. But yes, keep it going. Um, but it's appreciated because my like I say, my sister had a gluten allergy. I have a sibling who has celiac. So yeah, it's a big thing. So I'm so grateful that that is all out there and so much easier to get. And Whoopa Troopa says, "Whoops, I don't know why." Says, "I just shop for me, so I buy like 3 or 5 meals and make it last." Yeah, you do what you have to do when you're yeah. We're going to my grandma's for Mother's Day. I told hubby to wait until later in the month so he can get stuff on sale for me. And if we go out, it won't be busy. Yes, yes. I said, I thought the heart shaped biscuits were cute. I actually saw them on an ad and they sold me on it. Um, and Dadman, thanks, Tina. Says you're welcome about the squirrel streams and thank you for the feedback. Means so much, and you're always missed when you're not there on any of our streams. And yes, we miss everybody when you're not here, and I am greatly appreciative of your support. And I have got the last piece built, but guys, look at how many pieces are left. I'm going to have so much fun when I stick all of them together to see what I can build with them. But that's all of those there. That's done. I guess I could set it right back where it was. We're going to put the final piece on, which goes right here, like so. And oh, darn, that piece is low. I need to pull this off so I can get that piece to adjust right because I don't like a gap. So we need to kind of see if we can get this one pulled out a little bit. This is when I get in trouble is when I do stuff like this because this whole thing is I'm just going to have to take this whole layer off because I don't want it to be wrong because we've built it so far and it looks so good. And we'll just put this last layer back on. But this piece needs to be pushed up a little bit so that it's even with this other one's. And it's not wanting to move. Come on. Oh, what can we get to raise that up? Maybe this is a little stronger. We can get this to raise it up. There we go. So that needs to be even like that. And then let's make this one back to the way it's supposed to be. Like da 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 da. La 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 la. Let's put these pieces back in where they're supposed to go, and then we will put this back on, and hopefully it will not have a gap in it because I don't want it to have a gap. And I don't think it will at this point. This goes like this. So we're going to slowly push these pieces in like that. Let's look at both. Yes, now it doesn't have the gap. It looks so much better. And we'll put his saber back on, which he insists on throwing on the ground over and over again. And we have completed Mr. Yoda here. Here he is. I'll set him that way so you can see him. 360 here. Bum, ba, bum, ba, bum, ba, bum. Bum, ba, bum. He's got a little bit of bed head back here because he's been laying down. But there it is completed. There it is completed. Let's check up on, and it's 2:50 into the stream, and we have completed it. It was the first time you went real grocery shopping since March. I enjoy being able to not spend money a lot. If you're, yeah, you can do pretty good. And yes, Brogu, he is a relative. You can try. Good luck. That would be fun. And like my grandpa used to say, I miss you when I don't see you. Exactly. And I understand that life happens and um um people have stuff they have to do. Uh Life doesn't revolve around YouTube or Twitch or any of the platforms. Um And so I am really appreciative when you take time out of your day to come and spend it with me or Dadman or even my youngest Ang on streams um, because like I say, life happens and life can be tough. Oh no, I have to do it like I have to make sure I have this one in the chat or you won't hear me. So let's see. I think that you can still hear me. If all of a sudden I've stopped talking, let me know. Um, they I can you guys hear me? I'm just going to do it this way because I'm worried about not being heard. There, I'm just going to do this because I'm worried about not being heard. Let's see. Let's go back here. Let's see what's ba, ba, ba. Sunning said, when I was, Whoopa says, when I was a kid, I didn't have any allergies. Now I do react in the spring, but it's not too bad. And Dadman says, well, Mrs., you know my family and what they thought were allergies. Do they still do the needle prick test? I think a lot of what they do now is they can do a blood test. They probably still do, but a lot of times they do blood tests now to figure out what your allergens are. And Stunning says, my cousin had to become vegan because she found out later in life that she can't eat any meat. Lots of allergies. Actually, I read somewhere that if you had Lyme disease, you could potentially get an allergy to meat. I thought that was really interesting. I am not a doctor. I read that in a magazine. Don't take anything I say or anybody in the chat for that matter as a medical as medical advice. Go see your own doctor if you have any questions. I love today's wheat bread. It's delicious. And Whoopi says, my mom is allergic to everything. She got the test with me because I'm a wuss, and that's what she has to do to get me to take the test. And her back was super red. Yes, and sometimes the way the allergy presents itself is you don't necessarily think it's an allergy. That's a big thing too. When I was a teen, I suddenly started breaking out in hives super bad. Finally got me tested. I'm allergic to dust mites. Have to take allergy medicine every day for it. Yes, my sister was allergic to almost every weed that was in existence. It was awful. And back then, they didn't have a lot of this stuff they have now. They have the allergy shots where it can help you build an immunity. They have, just they it was basically like Benadryl. "Oh, you're having a reaction here, Benadryl." And so that always knocked her out. It was not easy, in the past with allergies. And I'm not saying it's easy having allergies now, but there's so much more stuff available, and that is, fantastic for those that do suffer from allergies, any type, or even intolerances. I can only have so much chocolate, and then I get my reaction is, um, I get I have mood swings, and so I have to be very careful how I don't eat. I love chocolate, and I'll eat chocolate, but I don't eat a lot of it. Um, so because I do have a reaction to it. And Whoopa says, I told my mom, wow, your back is really red. She said, I know. I was too honest at times. She did not appreciate my observations. LOL. Dadman says, I'm kind of bacheloring these days. It's kind of cool to shop and cook. Cooking is pretty fun, says Whoopa. I've learned more family recipes. My parents always cooked with me, so I think I'm a natural. That is so cool. If I shop day by day, I'd easily spend over $50 a day, but shopping once a week ends up being around 200. You tend to do yes. And Whoopa, I'm always nervous about undercooking things, so never cook me a steak because you would have a nervous breakdown. Whoops, I thought I popped that up. I thought I pooped that up. I thought I popped that up and it's not moving. There we go. Don't ever cook me a steak, Whoopa. That's all I'm saying. I'm not doing brain surgery. He's sitting there taking a nap and posing for the camera. Part of my issue is whenever I go to the store, I remember something that I need. I should be making lists. I've got a lot of stuff at home, and sometimes I go, "Oh yeah, oh look, it's buy one get one. Let's get it." And sometimes it depends. Yes, this is a horror stream. Wait, here we go. I'm going to pick your brain. I'm sorry. And Bogu says, "Can I go shopping with you, Bucky?" Bucky says, Get a thermometer. I have one with a long wire so I can have it in the meat in the oven and still be able to track its internal temperature." Yeah, Dadman just spent $82, $125 before discount, but will last me weeks, except milk and bread buys. And Bucky says, "I don't have any more room in the cart. I'm sorry." Looks like, um, and looks like you've, what's it say? Looks like Yoda messed himself back there. No, he didn't. Stop it. Behave. I could take and move the camera so we can see him standing up. Oh, wow, that was scary. Extreme close up. There we go. There's Yoda. There's our Yoda. Bucky said, Whoopa says, "I'll have to ask for that for Christmas. I don't want to buy it for myself." And Whoopa says, "Just don't cook pork or chicken. You'll be fine." Actually, pork is not as dangerous of a thing as you have to cook it so hard as it used to be. She gave him a flat head in the back. I'm calling Johnny Cochran's law firm. He's got bedhead. He was asleep. Stop it. I cook chicken a decent bit. Usually just boil it. That way, if you overcook it, it won't get dry. I do that too. Let's see. Da, da, da. A blood test. I didn't study that. This is how far back in chat I am. You guys are just really chat. And Bucky says, I don't think my husband would appreciate me taking another alien out. Sorry to Brogu. Sorry. Benadryl, because you can't have allergies if you're in a coma. Yes. There was just nothing back then. Nothing. Benadryl and then Sudafed for all the congestion and everything for having to go outside. Brogu, I understand, Bucky. I'll go to the corner now and cry myself to sleep. It's nice talking to you. Yes, and they've recently found stuff about Benadryl having long-lasting effects. Um, there's just some, it's difficult sometimes. You named stunning named. I'm sorry, I should have been putting these up. There's such a delay sometimes. I named one of the restrooms. Hold on to your butt. Oh gosh, I know someone who was allergic to coconut. I was real careful about it. He would eat 2 boxes of Samoas and then eat a bunch of Benadryl and pass out. See that mm, yes, yes, I do. I do. I like eating my steak alive. If I well, I do like what you have to do with the steak is you get a if you're cooking it not outside, you get your cast iron skillet mega hot. Mega hot. I would pop in a little bit of butter, get it mega hot, throw the steak on, let it cook for like count to 30, and then I would do the sides so the sides char, and then I would flip it onto the other side, count to 30, take it off, and then that would be it. Let's see. Oh no, Brogu, he said that he misread he meant to say Whoopa Troopa and not you, and you are not doing anything wrong. You going, Brogu? Bye bye. I miss you. See you next time. Da. I don't remember the Halloween music. Your dad hasn't given you the reins to the grill yet. You have to wait on that. Yeah. I want to take his old grill, but your apartment won't allow it. Sometimes apartments have grills out that people can use. Um, oh, about the coconut, that sounds like every lactose intolerant person I've ever met. I used to not be able to eat ice cream. I would eat ice cream. And this was, I didn't get tested for it. It's all anecdotal. But when I ate ice cream, I could feel a migraine come on. And I would be in bed with ice packs on my face for 3 days, and it's almost like to the hour of the 3rd day, I could feel the migraine or the headache or whatever it was just go away. So I quit eating ice cream for a long time, and then I tried a little bit to see if it would go away, and then it didn't, and, so I would wait a little bit longer. And Dadman saying, "No, you're good, Brogu. I just didn't want you staying in the corner alone. No one left behind." Aw. Grilling is a craft. Grilling is a craft, Bucky. Um, here, I do agree. Oh, are you talking about the migraines? And the Bucky says Ohana means family. Yes, it does. Oh, you need me to bring sauce? Okay, yeah. Go ahead and get it cooking, Dad man. I would love to do a cooking show. I would love to do like a every other. Oh, he's going to sleep. Sorry. Sorry, Yoda. He's I would like to do a show where I have a lot of cool cookbooks, and I would like to like make something new and try it. I have a whole dumpling book that has all these different kinds of dumplings. I just think it would be so much fun. But I got to work up to. I got to get my kitchen stream ready. uh, yes, yes. Thank you, Bucky. I said yes. I said yes 3 times actually. Um, Whoopa says my friend's ex was lactose intolerant, and she would still just eat as much milk and dairy products as anyone else. Then spend the rest of the day with the worst gas ever. It was torture. Yeah, she wasn't hurting anybody else. She was hurting. I like cooking. I hate the cleanup. I'm a believer in you make the mess, you clean it up. Now, my philosophy is I usually clean as I go. But at the end, when I'm done cooking and everyone has eaten, whoever cooks shouldn't have to do the final cleanup, which means the dishes that were eaten on, if for the dish that the food was in. But I usually clean up as I go. So for me, there's not that much, except, the dishes we're eating on. Um, but yeah, I think you should clean up your mess as you go. But I also think if you're cooking, the other people should help by finishing after the meal. You shouldn't have to do it all. No, that's what I was saying. Was hurting others. It wasn't bothering her. That's why she didn't care. Yeah. Yes, I've also got a cookbook from Destiny too that has some really neat recipes in it. I have a lot of neat cookbooks. Um, she must have been lactose intolerable. Yes. Oh my goodness gracious. So everybody, guess what? It is 3 hours into the about 3 hours and 10 minutes into the stream, and Dad Man is making me supper. So I've got to get my strings back up here so I can do finish my show here. So let's see, everybody. I didn't even do any of my stuff. So this was an 18 plus channel. Sorry, guys, if you uh, didn't realize that and got caught in some of the little not PG-13 stuff here. So let me go ahead and do my ending stuff here. So let's see, how do we do this? Let's add this to the stream. Oh my goodness, come on. I will say that sometimes I love the laptop, but sometimes it's a little slower because it's a laptop and it wasn't like $1,000 laptop. Um, it's a little slower when I'm changing slides and stuff, but it's it's I'm spoiled with how fast my computer is. So everybody, if you'd like to help Team Park streamers raise $5,000 for Children's Hospital of Orange County, please go to the link on the slide. If you can't support financially, if you could take this link and share it out to your social media accounts, that would be wonderful. Also tonight at 6 p.m., me and Dadman are going to have some Fortnite fun. The link is on my YouTube. I actually did one with OBS. I was so proud of myself and actually corrected the time so it has the right time. Now, Yoda, you need to get in the picture there a little bit. There we go. Also, next Tuesday at 1 p.m., I am going to be building a black bear. These are the mini building blocks, so they're really small, but I really enjoy doing them. That is Tuesday at 1 p.m. Um, I will be doing that build. And maybe on Saturday, me and Dad Man are going to be sitting here together. So we'll probably be using the webcam mic. Hopefully it doesn't mess up, or maybe we'll figure it out. And be building a Star Wars puzzle. It's three puzzles, and you put them together, make this panorama, and talking some Star Wars because it's kind of like Star Wars month for us. I've done uh, trench run diorama. I'm doing this build here. We'll be doing the puzzle. Hopefully on Saturday. It will be in the evening at some time. Not quite sure when yet. And then on the 25th, we'll be celebrating. I got another trench run, which is a wall. I'm going to show it to you because I think it's cool. It is actually a wall piece. And there it is there. Let me make that full screen so you can see it. That is what it's look like. It's wall. If I don't know if you can tell, but there's some TIE fighters there. There's Luke Skywalker there. It looks really cool. You can set it flat on a desk or install it on a wall. So that's what I'll be doing on the 25th. I'm really looking forward to it. It is the mini bricks, micro bricks, and it's 1,501 pieces. So that's going to be really cool to do. But that's what I'm going to be doing on May 25th at 5 p.m. with Dadman. I need to make a slide for that. So let's go ahead and get Yoda back here in the picture. Yoda, stand up tall. Stand up tall and proud. So, yes. So let's go ahead and go back to here, and but this is what I'm going to be doing on Tuesday. I also have impromptu streams, blocking out the boredom. If you want to find out whenever those streams are, you have to be on Twitter or Twix and Threads, because I make the links and then I let you guys know that I'm streaming, and that can be anywhere from 30 minutes to 5 minutes before I start the stream. So, yes, if you want to find about those, you have to be on Twix or Threads to find out about them. My morning musings with Mrs. Dadman Walking, Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m., Sunday at 1. We do puzzles, we do memes, we talk about celebrations. We have a fun time, and I'm actually trying to figure out how to easily put some birthdays back in there. So that will be pending. My P.O. Box address, you can check out my info pages to get that. It's on YouTube and Twitch, and my About section. You can send stuff to me, DadmanWalking55, or Ango, my youngest, who is a streamer on Twitch. You can also support my channel through Ko-fi, Mrs. DadmanWalking55, which is monetary donations, or Throne.com, which is also Mrs. DadmanWalking55, where it's a creator's wish list where you can gift me stuff without your personal information being exposed, or my personal information. I have gifted stuff on this. I have received stuff on this. It is easy. It is fun. Check it out. I think even just kind of seeing what's inside a creator's mind. I think it's really kind of neat. I have live streams and VODs at youtube.com is at Mrs.DadmanWalking55, twitch.tv, Mrs. Dadman Walking, no punctuation, no number. And also to find out my streaming schedule, anything that I have scheduled, I try to put an hour, 30, and 5 minute reminder out. Excuse me, so that you can be notified, because sometimes sometimes YouTube stinks at their notifications. So I try to get the information out as much as I can. So, everybody, I thank you so much for being here today for my build. I really, really appreciate it. Atwood, I think we might be doing just a quest stream just with me and Dadman tonight. So if that changes, I will let the stream know. But as of now, it is just going to be me and Dadman doing quests. Um, and stunning is like cocaine bear. Okay, and take care all. Thank you all very, very much. I really, really appreciate you. And as I always end my shows, I will see you next time. And remember to be kind, to show love, and remember that you're not promised tomorrow. So go to bed each night with no regrets. And most of all, I wish you peace. And I hope that you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, whatever it is in your neck of the woods. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And on that note, I will say bye bye.